So I'm about to do a bit of a training footage feedback for one of my clients, Max. What he's done for me, and we ask this on a regular basis throughout the program. Pretty much should be nearly every week. All right. We ask for the clients, especially when they do come on board at the start, we ask them to send us training footage of them performing the exercises. Now, what we need to do as coaches, we need to be able to see how our clients are performing these movements, not only from a form perspective, but also from, an intensity perspective as well. Is that client training hard enough? Okay, so we'll be looking at how they're performing the movement, the form, the intensity. Is it correct? Is it the right movement? Sometimes it isn't, because we do get people coming to us who are complete beginners as well. So we need to assess these things on a regular basis. Like I said, trying to go through pretty much every exercise that we've set up from the start for that program. The more, the better. So if you are a client, send that training feedback over. And I know, I get it. It is embarrassing. It's weird putting your phone up, or even if you've got a, putting it on a stick or whatever, you might feel a little bit embarrassed. But I can guarantee you, no one cares. But what you actually get from that, in terms of the feedback from us as coaches, is huge. Okay, so just get it done. Even if it's just simply getting your bottle, prop your phone against that, it's easy. Or put it on a different machine, or obviously if you're training with someone, it makes it 10 times easier because they can just film you doing the exercise, doing the set. Okay, and remember, we don't want to see warm-ups, we want to see an actual working set, because that's where we can actually get the real you within that set. Okay, it's not really thinking about the form when you're doing a warm-up. It's not lightweight, it's heavy, intense weight. And then we can see as well if you are pushing yourself to failure and beyond within that set. So super important. So like I said, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some feedback. So we do that via Loom, okay, which is also how we do our check-ins. But what I'll be doing, I'll be watching the video, going over that, critiquing his form, giving him pointers, giving him tips, giving him cues to think about, potentially moving into different positions when performing a movement as well. And then he'll go away, he'll execute them changes, and he'll come back to me again with another video doing the same thing. But that is part of our program. That is what we do on a regular basis. We assess form, assess technique, because again, even if you're someone who's advanced, who's been training for a long time, and you come onto the program, you still need to learn, you still need to develop. We all do. But as well, obviously for beginners, it gives them the confidence to make sure that they're doing the right things when they're in the gym, because it's a daunting place, it's a scary place, especially if you've not done this before, so yeah, I'm going to give you a bit of an understanding, and I'll show you what it's like. Yes, Max, hope you're good, mate. So going to be doing a bit of a feedback video for you on your training footage here, mate. Yeah, obviously you're performing the dumbbell bench press incline, which is great. I know the angle isn't the best. Sometimes, like in this position, especially when you're at the dumbbell rack, what I would suggest to do is, if you try and put your phone up against one of the dumbbells that is higher up, and then it will give you a better angle. So trying to look at it, doing as best as I can. What you want to think about here is you're getting like great depth, but I just want you to slow it down just a little bit on that negative part of the movement, okay, mate? What it's going to do, especially when you're starting off training, you're going to have a little bit of a wobble. There's going to be a lack of stability in the movement pattern, okay? But don't worry about that. You will get better as you progress as a lifter. But one of the things to help with that stability and kind of like wobble is just slowing that negative down a little bit, okay? And then really starting to control that. But when you're something positive and really good is that when you're coming up to the top, you are holding slightly. So that's what you want to think about. At the bottom of the rep, you don't want to be holding, okay? It's bouncing straight out of it, obviously with controlled form. At the top of the rep, you want a bit of a squeeze at the top, because that's where you're going to get the contraction, Okay, we don't want to hold at the stretch position, we want to hold at the contraction part. Okay, mate? But honestly, it looks really good. I think definitely improvements, slightly slower on the negative, and then no hold at the bottom in that stretch position. All right, mate? Georgie?
Hey, so Indies, yeah.
Yeah, you have to. 24/7, baby. 24/7.
24/7. I'm not being serious then. I was going to get spanked by Harry after this.
Mate, you won't.
During the stay on the meeting.
You won't get a reply from me on a Sunday. Everyone, meet Pacho. This is my dog. This is my crazy dog. Aren't you crazy, mate? You crazy? What's his bum being tickled? Right, we've got to feed Pacho first, because if I don't, he'll go crazy. Get it down, your son. So, just making some brekkie. It's pretty standard, to be fair, for me. It's just oats. Guess what? I'm weighing it, because you should always weigh your food. So I'm going to do 80 grams of oats. I'm going to chuck some fruit on, some peanut butter, and some honey, and then I'm just going to do some whey, really. I like the jumbo oats as well, so it's just better for texture, really. I always do water, half milk is the one. Why do I do that? Because I don't like using all my milk, because I run out so quickly. Literally, chuck it in the microwave, 3 minutes, and boom. So yeah, oats are cooking, and I'm just going to do 2 scoops of whey. So I use the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard. It's one of the best, like easily one of the best. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but quality is key when it comes to supplementation. I'm going to do 2 scoops, so I'll get about what, 40, 45, about 50 grams of protein in that. There'll be a little bit from the oats, but the thing is with whey, there's different qualities, there's different gradings, and like I said, yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but you're getting the quality. When you go for a budget cheap protein, it's just shit. It is poor quality, and you're not going to get much from it. And taste is always pretty shit, but this is really good. It tastes great. You can go like one up from this when you obviously you can get like the hydrolyzed whey. I've never actually had that, and that's supposed to be a little bit. Obviously, it's more expensive, but you don't really need that. So get this. I'm not sponsored. I wish. So yeah, just chuck that in my shaker. I don't like putting it in my oats. I'm a bit weird. I like to just do it separately. So that's just going to be oats and the peanut butter and honey and stuff and fruit. And then I just drink this. But up to you. Oh yeah. Just check this out. That is a bowl of beautifulness. Yeah, baby. It's just so good. I never get bored. I do sometimes kind of swap between oats, or I'll have like eggs, sourdough, and whey as well, but just varies, depends on how I'm feeling. So today, oats. So while we're eating the oats, I just wanted to give you a bit of an understanding of why I eat what I do. Carbohydrates, quite heavy, pretty much every meal. Even in the morning, and I know quite a lot of people like to just do, say, protein fats in the morning, but for me, my training is heavily performance based. So everything I do is towards a performance goal, getting fitter, faster, stronger. For that, carbohydrates are required. A lot of carbohydrates, a lot of calories are required. So every single meal that I have throughout the day is carbohydrate based, protein based, medium fats. And that, like I said, is to support the training that I do throughout the day, because I train twice a day, I need that fuel there. And like I said before, carbohydrates is your primary fuel source when it comes to energy. Now, I weigh out every single meal, my carbohydrates, because I need to know that I'm having enough food. I'm not weighing my food because I want to lose body fat or want to put on weight. I need to understand that I'm having enough carbohydrates and enough calories to fuel my workouts. And over time, I've been able to build that up. Even intra-workout as well. Again, that's all tracked. That's weighed out. I know exactly how many carbohydrates I'm having to benefit myself in terms of performance, to get the most out of my sessions. But also that helps recovery. If I'm under fueling for these sessions, that's going to have a massive knock-on effect in terms of my recovery and how I'm going to be able to perform the next session or the day after. It has a knock-on effect. So I need to make sure I'm eating enough, which is the key thing. Okay. Like I said, heavily performance-based training right now. That is can call it hybrid. I don't like the word hybrid. However, I do triathlon alongside kind of typical bodybuilding style training. I'm not trying to compete in bodybuilding. However, I want to build my body. I want to build my physique. I want to look a certain way. I want to be strong in the gym, which also complements my triathlon training as well. So my swimming, my cycling and my running. Now, in terms of the triathlon, definitely competing and racing. It's not been the best this year. I'm actually racing at the weekend on Sunday. Super looking forward to that. But my main race is going to be the Ironman 70.3 in Bolton, which is the end of June. So homing in on that at the moment in terms of my training. I've had a bit of a rough year in terms of being injured, and I was out for, I think it was around 4 months with running. Couldn't run. However, it is what it is. These things happen. So it's like I said, it's not been the best. I did want to be racing pretty much, near enough every weekend leading up to the Ironman, just because I absolutely love it and I enjoy it. That's why I'd kind of do it. I love the buzz of racing. I love competing in that sort of kind of environment, but I've not been able to do that. I've only raced once this year at the start of the year in January, and that was a trail run. I did actually win it because I put a serious amount of time in over the winter. And I was fit, I was flying, I was doing well, and that kind of showed in that race, so I was like, right, I'm gonna have a good year. And then I got injured straight after it. So it happens. I've cried about it, but we move on. I'm getting there, I'm getting better, and I've been running now for I think about 6 weeks. We're getting back to fitness. There's no kind of pain. There's no, basically what it was, I mentioned this before, I ended up having a stress reaction, a stress fracture in my shin. That put me out for a long time. So yeah, it's better, and I've built up slowly, and the first test is going to be at the weekend, so super excited for that. But yeah, just going back to food, starting off with this, usually I'll go then for lunchtime. Again, it'll be heavily carbohydrate based, pastas, rices, chicken, beef, that sort of stuff. And then again, same again for dinner. And then we always finish with a dessert in the evening. It could be a big bowl of yogurt. It might be a low calorie ice cream alongside chocolate, potentially a piece of cake, maybe something else. But yeah, I'll try and kind of show you what I do have. So yeah, next meal will be lunchtime. Right guys, so We are gonna head to the gym for the first session of the day. I've got pull on the cards. We're actually gonna go to a different gym today. It's called Vault Gym. Never been there, but it's in Burscough. So we'll get some good footage there. Yeah, that's the first session. Now, what I have in my drink really is just creatine, to be honest. I don't take creatine at this time in the gym for any particular reason. It's just because it allows me to remember to take my creatine every day. 5 grams a day, that's it. And it tastes better than water. So yeah, just chuck that in and mix it up. And that's really my intra. Like, I don't really have intra carbs during my workout. That's me. I don't really have intra carbs during my weight training workout. Don't necessarily need it, especially after breakfast or whatever meal I've had prior, and it's only for an hour. I'll only really have carbohydrates intra workout with longer sessions, for example on the bike, or even I had one a bit last night with my swim as well, but just because I was tired because I trained 3 times yesterday. But yeah, that's all I really need. You know, I've got pre-workout, I've got some EAAs, so I'll take that sometimes, but the main thing is just creatine and water. All right, creatine, most researched product on the market. It is the best thing to take for strength, for performance as well. And you've got to think about, which a lot of people forget, is that creatine is also handy in endurance sports. You're running, you're cycling, you're swimming as well, especially at the explosive side of them sports in terms of your fast twitch muscle fiber stuff, and your long endurance stuff, your easy stuff. It's not really going to be there, you know, but you will utilize your ATP energy system at the shorter end of the training. All right, so high intensity stuff. So like I said, similar to weight training, explosive movements, you'll also get the benefit as well in endurance sports as well. So it helps with everything. So always take your creatine. Yeah, so I'm gonna head to the gym now and then we'll get some footage and show you what I get up to there. Yes guys, so just arrived at Vault Gym in Burscough. It's pretty nice, it's pretty new. I'm going to be using some different equipment today that I'm not really used to, so just going to give it a try. The lighting is good as well, because my gym is shocking for lighting. You won't be able to see me, so I thought we'd come to a different gym, give it a try. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be going through a pull session today. I'm going to be doing 3 variations of rows. I'm not going to be doing any deadlifts today, just because I'm racing on Sunday, so I don't want to put too much stress onto the lower back and the central nervous system. So just going to go through some 3 variations of rows, potentially 2, 1 with a pull down, and then we're going to be doing some rear delts. Then we're going to some 2 bicep exercises. That'll be pretty much it. Nice and simple, but nice and heavy. So first, we're going to be doing this row. Going to be aiming a bit more upper back, a bit of traps, a little bit of rhomboids. So, and then we'll probably go into something that's a little bit more lower lat before we do some sort of pull down. All right, so let's get into it. What I like to do is at least 1 or 2 warm-up sets before I go into any sort of working set. So for this exercise, probably going to do around 3 working sets. So like I said, this is going to be my last warm-up. Again, just feeling the movement, getting my head into it. I always think you should be doing at least 2. And it's not to prevent injury. Is to also get your head into that movement, because every single movement requires a different type of stimulus, a different type of, different muscles. Even though you're using the same muscle primarily, you're going to be doing different, you are going to be using different muscles within that. So make sure you get your head into that movement first, connect to it, and then go into your working sets.
Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, it's the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. I pull up and I
So first set done, went for like 12 reps. Took on a bit more weight, gonna go for about 10-ish, try for 10. Yeah, and then we'll do another one, potentially go a little bit heavier, 8 reps. So always trying to increase the weight as I go through the sets. Typically go for 3 sets, really, for each exercise. If it's a bit of a bigger one, a compound movement, really, I'll go for maybe 4 sets. But yeah, I don't really move anywhere from 15 to 8 reps, other than doing some big compounds where my goal is 5 reps.
And I'm swerving. If a try to holler, she gon' curve him. We came from under buzz like a Persian. We been staying in our lane, ain't no merging. Rapping like I'm turban. Yeah, these all square like Irvin.
Easy, 10. Next exercise is we're gonna do standing dumbbell row. Now you'll see a lot of people doing these exercises knelt down on a bench. That's shit, right? Because the angle in which you're at and try to create stability on your knee is so poor. Where if you actually do it like I'm gonna do it and you stand up, it's miles better. And you can get a much better stretch on it as well. All right, so watch me, give it a go. I'm gonna do a couple of warm-ups as usual. So what you wanna do, front hand on here, all right? And you can get a massive stretch like this. And all we do, and we're driving the elbow into the pocket. And the thing is, about this exercise, always think about driving, again, elbow into the hip. All right, we're not pulling up with your traps like that, straight into the hip. So you're engaging your lat.
If I say I need my money, then it's urgent. Yeah, they want me to quit. Yeah, they want me to shift. But as long as I'm alive, we gon' keep on making hits. While they steady shooting bricks, man, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Me and Dale back to back, and yeah, I'm dishing the assist. Yeah, they talk
this is my new full-time job.
With the lame man. Always gonna be reaching for they hit, smoking like a clip. They can never catch me slipping. Every time your girl around, she be watch the way I'm dripping. Try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up like the fireworks. I keep the flame. Heard you barking up. This the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up. They can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. I'm in flex mode with the best though.
Oh my God, that's too heavy, mate. prime equipment is Adam's. Adam, who works for us, it's his wet dream. It's what he dreams about every night when he goes to sleep. It's prime equipment in the gym.
That's a major key, that's a chess move. I'm your favorite G, I think it's best. Yo. Stop with all the grilling, I'm on jet fuel. Taking off, clear the runway, now they cannot clip my wings. Yeah, they suck, they ain't homie, they ain't even on the scene. Play it smart, they don't know me, they just know what they see. What it costs to get flea, but this style ain't free. This that swag, this that splash, one wrong move, that's do the dash.
Right, so next exercise, rear delt fly. In the rear delts. I'm actually going to set this up a little bit differently than what you would think, because you'd probably expect me to grab on here, but I don't need to do that. I'm going to actually put my hands up here, because what you want to think about when you're performing a rear delt exercise, you want to be fully in line with your rear delt.
You don't want your arm dipping, you don't want it up here. You want it fully in line, all right? To make sure you're targeting that rear delt. And I like to put my fists here because it just feels a lot better. You can feel yourself, you can feel rear delts being hit. Chest against the pad, nice and slow down. We don't need to be going all the way back, so you're gonna start hitting your back. Again, stopping in line with your rear delts.
It's that splash, one wrong move, that's do the dash, keep a stash, just in case they tryna flash. Never lie, we don't slack, tell our eyes running back. I don't brag, I'm relaxed, I'm not into all of that, yeah. It's really just the fam and my dogs, I just gotta make a call. I ain't into all that chatting, not at all, not at all. Yeah, I put that on the squad, we been out here going hard. We on deck, please don't make 'em. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame, heard you barking up. This the wrong tree, I got the strength.
Biceps, baby biceps, baby. Lightweight. Right guys, so just finished off some dumbbell curls for the girls. I like to do them seated just so I'm locked in. Keeping your hands turned out, so thumbs turned out all the time. Nice and tight all the way through. Now we're jumping onto a cable curl. Bit of a closer grip. Alright. Again, this is the last exercise of the day, finishing off, so gonna do 3 sets again, try and progress that way as usual, every single set, and then we're done. And then got a bike session later on, finishing off the day. Training only twice today, only twice, standard.
Try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans up and sparking up. Like the fireworks, I keep the flame, heard you barking up. This the wrong tree, I got the strings, yeah, I'm charging up. They can't keep up, got them looking drained, now they walking up. Trying to put the face to the name. I pull up and I and I'm swerving.
Now, you might ask, why am I so veiny? Because I eat my greens. The secret to being veiny is eat your greens, eat your vegetables. It's not. So, just want to cover off in terms of like what type of training I do in terms of each day. And it pretty much consists of double days most days. So I do 4 weight sessions per week, okay? And that is legs, push, pull, full body at the end of the week. In terms of endurance stuff, I do 3 rides a week. That consists of, summer-wise, it's 2 kind of chain gang rides, which is a big group, fast rides, really fast. And then a weekend ride is like a longer ride with my cafe ride, my friends, just chilling and, well, like I said, a longer ride. Runs, I do 3 a week. Okay, again, just coming back from injury, so I'm building that up slowly in terms of distances and intensity. Intensity is very low right now, it's just zone 2 work all the time. But just building up that capacity in my legs to be able to cope with the load before I start implementing intensity into that. So it's around, like, at the moment, 15 miles a week. It's nothing, split across 3 runs, all right? But then swims, I'm only actually doing 2 swims per week at the moment, and that consists of 2 pool swims, but with it coming into summer with racing, I've been implementing with an open water swim as well, and that's just a longer, easy swim really, but getting used to being in the open water, which is very different to pool swimming. But in terms of the pool stuff, at the moment it's very much just technique-based stuff, working on that efficiency, with a little bit of speed work in as well at the end. So yeah, it pretty much consists of 4 weight sessions with 3, 6, 8 endurance sessions as well. Sorry, 4 weight sessions, 8 endurance sessions across the week, and that can range up to around 15, 20 hours a week of training as well. So it's a lot of training, but it's what I love doing, especially with endurance training. It's very much a volume game with triathlon, so that needs to keep going up and up and up and up over time. That's just the game I'm in, and I enjoy it though. So it pushes myself, I'm learning every time, and I'm very much at the beginning of this process with it all, very much a beginner. So it's almost like I'm learning every week, I'm getting better every week, every race I'm getting better. and beating what I've done before. You know, so I can only enjoy it. Yes, guys. So just finished off the session. It was fantastic. Good to train somewhere else for a change instead of being at my usual gym. Great session. 3 back exercises, 1 rear delt, 2 biceps, and we're done. Absolutely smashed it. So about to head home. Gonna fuel up again, and then we're gonna be heading on to the bike for the second session of the day. Let's go.
Hey, so